Operations in this landfill are paused as the question looms, what now? Police say they can't recover the remains of 2 murdered Indigenous women thought to be buried here. Politicians facing fierce blowback say they're looking at it.
I'm not in a position to confirm what type of operation it would be if the search was conducted.
The families of Morgan Harris and Mercedes Myron, along with Indigenous leaders, accuse police of racism for ruling out a search.
And here you are, once again, creating unmarked graves of Indigenous peoples.
We didn't have a starting point.
Police say by the time they discovered the murders, a month's worth of garbage, including animal remains, were compacted and buried on top, with no records where the remains were dumped.
So what we were left with is the potential task of searching for human remains across a 4-acre site that was 40 feet in depth.
Landfills are probably the most difficult search.
We put the details to this forensics expert who has advised on landfill searches across the U.S. The time passed, the volume of garbage, he says, would make it near impossible.
I don't think the police had any other choice.
Successful landfill searches, he says, are confined to small areas where dumping records exist. That's how this began. Police found the body of Rebecca Contois hours after it was dumped in a different landfill. The garbage truck had GPS. That investigation led police to the killings of Harris, Myron, and another woman. Jeremy Skibicki is facing 4 first-degree murder charges. As for the suggestion of a search now, 7 months on, Gardner is blunt.
You'd have to have an extremely good circumstance.
A decision on a search has not been made. Meanwhile, the chief of police is rejecting calls for his resignation, saying he'll see this case to trial. Cameron McIntosh, CBC News, Winnipeg.